This week we're taking a look at some of the stupidest wildlife encounters of 2016. From dancing on a dead whale to feeding wild bears, there's a whole lot of humans behaving badly coming up in this special edition of 2-Minute Roundup. Starting off in Canada, where 2 men are being charged with wildlife harassment a year after footage of them hopping onto the back of a moose from a moving boat appeared online. Canada takes this kind of idiotic behavior very seriously, and the reckless stunt is likely to carry hefty fines. From the stupid to the just plain cruel, this amazing pangolin sighting in the KRUGER National Park was ruined when a ranger alighted from his vehicle and kicked the helpless creature, allegedly to get a better picture. Off to Guadalupe Island, where this cage diving trip almost ended in disaster. The terrifying encounter could have been avoided if the dive team hadn't been baiting on and over the cage. Such activities are strictly prohibited in Guadalupe. Thankfully, this time, both shark and diver came away from the incident unscathed. And some locals in Alaska decided this floating dead whale was a good opportunity to practice their dance moves. Not a good idea. Just touching a dead whale is illegal in the US and carries a fine of up to $10,000. And it's worth mentioning that whale carcasses have been known to explode. So the next time you come across one, it's best to look with your eyes, not your hands, or in this case, feet. Don't feed the wildlife. This guy learned that the hard way. After coming across a large group of raccoons, the man decided it would be a good idea to offer one of them food. But the hungry animal figured the man's finger was a tastier option. Raccoons are considered to be one of the primary carriers of the rabies virus in the US, so it's best to always keep your distance, no matter how friendly they seem. Speaking of feeding wild animals, these 2 men in Canada have recently been fined $345 each after feeding a wild black bear on the side of the highway. And another worrying trend on the rise this year, selfies with wildlife. Animals are not photo props. In Argentina, an endangered baby dolphin died after being passed around a beach so tourists could get pictures with the helpless mammal. Franciscana dolphins are only found in Argentina, Uruguay, and Brazil, and fewer than 30,000 of them remain in the wild, making this awful incident all the more tragic. Over to Dominican Republic, where a blue shark found in the surf near the Hard Rock Hotel died after it was dragged ashore. A spokesperson for the hotel claimed the shark was pulled in for the safety of guests and staff, but that doesn't explain the selfies. And we're rounding off in Yellowstone Park, where officials say at least 1 person this year and 3 people last year were injured after getting too close to wild buffaloes so that they could snap the perfect selfie. Buffalo may seem docile, but with those formidable horns, they're not to be messed with. Here's to hoping that in 2017 we learn that a hands-off approach to wildlife is better for everyone involved. Let us know what you think in the comments below.